change comes from the bottom up. Community Foundation's role in 25 years of building civil society. In 2014, the Visegrad countries celebrated 25 years of civil society. The date also marked 20 years of community foundations in those countries. The first one was established in Slovakia, in Banská Bystrica. The Healthy City Community Foundation has been developing ever since. During those 20 years, 35 community foundations have been established in the Visegrad Group countries. They cooperate in various initiatives, for example, within the V4 program and the International Visegrad Fund. How did these unique NGOs contribute to the building of civil society in their countries? Leaders of community foundations were trying to answer this question during a meeting in Krakow. A debate summed up the project run by the Academy for the Development of Philanthropy in Poland. The meeting gave the leaders an opportunity to exchange experiences, recommend best practices and draw conclusions for the future.
We'll talk about community funds today and what they really mean, and they mean a lot for our civil societies across Europe. In this debate, we'll talk about how to develop it smoothly. I hope we'll exchange. I will try to be a sort of catalyst for that, exchange ideas of how to do it and carry out an effective grant-making entity.
According to the leaders, a common feature of all community foundations is that they connect local donors with the needs of the local community.
The community foundation, of course, not only take money from people, but also give money to people. That's why the third pillar is social change, the issue perspective, our impact on the communities.
A community foundation plays itself a leading role in fostering cooperation between donors and organizations. But it cannot function without real leaders, change makers, people who can bring true social change. By establishing endowments, community foundations enable long-term activities. Community foundations promote democratic values by building active and responsible communities. They don't focus on the issue but respond to the diverse needs of the community. They not only act immediately, but also with a longer perspective, offering programs focused on the community's well-being. The conclusions from the debate leave no doubt that community foundations have true impact on the civil society. They brought back the meaning of philanthropy, of social solidarity, and of work for the common good.
It is quite pleasant to encourage people to do right things together, parallel or even in partnership.
From the financial perspective, the number and innovativeness of methods used by the community foundations during their 20 years of experience is quite impressive.
It is very important to look for new sources, try to find new donors, try to find new ways of raising money.
What role does a community foundation play in its community? The leaders agree that the organization may be an answer to social problems, a remedy, a bridge builder between generations, a philanthropy promoter, educator, asset builder, social entrepreneur and many others. It creates a stable framework for effective partnership with local government, business, other NGOs and citizens. The most stressed roles of community foundations is educating about philanthropy and creating a culture of giving in their communities and countries.
Community foundations are very special, not because we have capital at all, but because we have a special mission. We have to change mentality of people, and we have to convince people that everybody could be a change maker.
What are the biggest challenges for the community foundations for the next couple of years?
Those foundations who are starting now, or those groups of people who are starting now, the number one task for them is to build trust in the community and to build relations. That's how we would start.
One of the important issues is the visibility and understanding of the concept and functioning of community foundations as a model for local organizations to adapt and follow.
We have to use our leaders' experience, their know-how with new technologies and with social media, and to use creativity and energy of young people, and that's the recipe for success.
The debate and its conclusions will help the organizations create a catalogue of values and characteristics of community foundations in this part of Europe. They will also help to plan for the future and strengthen the movement, as well as to inspire further development. The project is financed by the International Visegrad Fund. Partners: Academy for the Development of Philanthropy in Poland, project leader; Association of Slovak Community Foundations; Czech Association of Community Foundations; Federation of Polish Community Foundations; Community Foundations Support Program